In this video, I'm going to teach you how to create logos on Canva. Now, a lot of people use Canva to make designs. I mean, like flyer design, social media design, post, ebook covers, and a lot of other things. But you can actually use Canva to make logos, original, unique logos. And I think it's important that I say that Canva was not originally built to generate logos. If you want to make logos professionally, you would have to use platforms like or tools or softwares like Illustrator. That's perfectly correct. But if you are creative enough and you know how to think outside the box, you might be able to manipulate Canva, to use some of the features that are there or some of the resources that are there to create logos. And I'll show you exactly how I've been able to do this if you stay with me in this video. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is to open a canvas, obviously. So I'm just going to use this, open a blank canvas, and then we can start designing. Now, I should explain this, even though it's obvious already if you are a designer. Now, logos are usually crafted from shapes. There are two types of logos. We have symbol logos, and we have, just typography logos like text. Now, the symbol logos, the symbolic logos are usually crafted from shapes, and stuff like that. Now, if you notice, Canva has a lot of shapes that you can use when making your designs. Now, how about you use some of these shapes to make a logo creatively? And we're actually going to try that in this in this tutorial. But firstly, there's a particular concept I have in mind that I want to show you, a very beautiful logo. So let's say we have a company that is called electric energy. As you can see, let's say we have a company called Electric Energy. I want to make a logo for this company. Now, here's what I think we can do. We can create a symbolic logo with a letter E, two letter E's facing each other. And here's how it should look. So I'm just going to click on, I'm just going to add a text box, obviously, because I want to add a text. And then I'm going to type in a capital letter E, as you can see. Then I'm going to enlarge this, and I'm going to go to font. Then there's this font I'll choose. Now, there are different fonts, but this particular one does exactly what I want it to do. So I'm going to click on fonts and search for HK Modular, this font, as you can see. So I have this here. The next thing I'm going to do is to duplicate it. So I'll click on this to duplicate, obviously. And I have two E's right here. Then I'm going to bring this and flip it to the other side. So I'll rotate it, flip it to the other side. And right here, I have these two E's facing each other. And I'm sure you get the concept already. You already see how it's looking. Yeah, this is already beautiful already. So I'm just going to add a shape now this time. So I'll click on element and I'll click on, I'll use this. And I'm just going to remove the color. I'll make it a transparent shape. And then I'll add a border line like this. And then I'm going to adjust it. So the curved edges, I'm going to reduce them to like 20. Yeah, I think this is perfect. So let's zoom in so we can see what we're doing. So I'm going to adjust the shape just to surround the letter E, as you can see. like that. So we have our logo already. Even though it's white and black, we can definitely choose our color later. So I'll just change this font type to Montserrat. you know, and then make it bold. And boom, we have our logo right here. Electric energy. So if I want to change the color, it's simple. Let's say the color is supposed to be red, a red background or yellow back. Well, we're talking about energy, so let's say a red background like this. Then the logo like a light yellow color. Can make the logo a light yellow color. Exactly. So I'll choose same color for this. And this will have the border same color as well. So as you can see, that's our logo and it's ready. This is how you can actually make really really cool logos using Canva. Now I don't want to make this video too long, but I think I should quickly show you the second concept I was talking about. So I'm gonna make this white. So let's say we want to use mainly shapes to make a logo. Let's say we want to make a real estate logo. Here's what we're going to do. First of all, we'll insert a square. Let's make this black. We'll insert a square just like this. Then we'll insert a triangle to form like a roof. Now we're making a logo for a real estate, company. So to form like a roof, this will be at the top. You get me? Then I could add one more thing. I could add this shape and put it at the top. Let's make this black. This would go to the top. Yeah, now we have like the illustration of a house right here. And we're just gonna continue. So I'm gonna insert a circle, and I'm going to use this circle to cut out a part the rectangle or square that we had there before. So I'm going to cut it like this. This is what we have now. I'm going to cut it like this. Now the next thing I'm going to do is join everything together so I can move it as a single element. You understand? So I'm going to click on this more. Trying to select all. Trying to look for that option, but even if I can select all, I might just have to move it gradually one by one. So I have this. And I'm just gonna adjust this as well. Then just use this. Yeah. So there we go. Then now I'm gonna insert a text. We should have like the name of our company and stuff. So let's say Carson Carson Homes. Carson Homes. Okay, we have this. Can reduce line spacing so I can have a more harmonized text. Then the Carson Homes will just be underneath here. Yeah. So these are two logos right now that we have created using Canva. And if you watch this tutorial, carefully, you might be able to replicate this same, all these things I've done. And the whole idea is the whole idea depends on your creativity. You just need to be able to apply yourself and think outside the box, because that is how I was able to come up with ideas like like this. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments. I will always respond as soon as I see them. Yeah. So that's it. Peace.